What's going on, everybody? John B here, and people always ask what got me into photography, so I figured I'd do a quick video and explain it all. Growing up, my dad always did photography. He did weddings, landscapes, portraits, action sports, and my mom, she worked at a newspaper, so they had a dark room there, and the dark room was kind of interesting to me. I'd always go in there and check everything out in the dark room, and the chemicals and stuff like that. The little red light was pretty interesting to me. So basically, my sister and I grew up in front of the camera. Dad always taking pictures, and it wasn't until I guess I was 12 years old my dad gave me my first film 35mm camera and a few rolls of film. He showed me how to use it, and I went around taking pictures, but it was fun. But for me, I grew up, I was always riding motorcycles my whole life, and at 12 and 13 I started racing motorcycles, so that was what I was into. It wasn't until 99 when I went to have a car accident. I went to therapy, and the occupational therapist was asking, things we're interested in. And they had a photo program, so I signed up for it because why not? It's pretty interesting to me, and I grew up around it. So I signed up for it. They had a special tripod they mounted on my wheelchair, and they had a little shutter release because at the time I couldn't press the shutter on the camera. So they had a little shutter release on a wire for me, and I went around the therapy center taking pictures of patients and other things around the hospital. So took the film back to the lady. We went to the dark room. I helped her do what I could and to develop the film. And about a week or so later, she brought me the prints back. And I went around taking the prints to all the patients and stuff like that. And it wasn't until I went to this one kid's room and gave the print to his mom. And just the emotions that ran over her was just, just seeing her emotions, looking at the picture. And she was talking about how her son, how much he regained from the time I took the picture until the time she got the print. And it was just a moment that she was going to cherish and all that, because it's something that she could look back on and say, this is how he was and this is how he is now. So that was kind of pretty much touching right there, to seeing how it touched her. And I left therapy in 2000, and I didn't touch the camera again, I guess, until about 2003 or 2004. And a friend had a little point and shoot, I think it was like a 2 or 3 megapixel camera back then. And I played with it for a while, and I thought it was kind of cool because everything was on memory card and it was instant and stuff like that. So excuse me, and it was all instant, so that's pretty cool. And I played with it for a little bit, and it wasn't until I guess it was 2005 that my dad and I went down and bought me a point and shoot camera, and I started playing with it more and more. We made a little mount for my pushchair so I can record videos and stuff like that. And yeah, I played with it for a while and started taking more and more pictures of just anything and everything and posting it on my MySpace. And I had a lady contact me, and she wanted to buy one of my prints. And I was like, all right, I never sold a print before, so I sold her a print. And it was a bench with some azaleas behind it, and she wanted a large print of it to hang above her couch. So I was like, all right. So I sold her a print, and more people started taking notice of my pictures and wanting prints. So I started, just selling prints for basically just a little bit of money. And now I started doing pictures of people, and I think it was 2005, I think it was, or beginning of 2006. A lady contacted me and wanted to do a modeling shoot, and I was like, I've never done it before, but why not? So I took a little Kodak point and shoot camera and did my first modeling shoot. And one of the pictures for that shoot today is still one of my highest viewed pictures and light pictures and stuff. So just for a little point and shoot camera. So I got doing some people taking pictures of people and stuff like that, and I got involved in doing some wheelchair modeling. And so this one photographer contacted me, wanted me to do a shoot with him and stuff like that. So I went and did the shoot with him, and I was more interested in the other end of the camera, and I was asking him all these questions and stuff like that. And we became friends after the shoot, and he ended up having 3 cameras. So he decided to sell me his entry-level camera, which was a Canon Rebel XT. And it was just a entry-level camera, not much to it. And he sold me that with an 18 to 55 kit lens and the bag and stuff and the battery grip. And I didn't realize at the time, because I really didn't, back then researching the internet really wasn't around for forums and stuff like that. But I paid a little too much for it, but it was my first digital camera, DSLR, so I was happy with it. and I shot with it for many years, and just things picked up, doing more shoots for people, doing more landscapes, and selling more prints and stuff. And over the years, things just picked up more and more. So I continued, upgrading equipment and doing, getting better and better at what I'm doing. And every time I go out, it's still a learning experience, and I still enjoy it. Sometimes some things can be stressful about it, but like right now, I'm just doing like my landscapes and stuff for me. So if I mess up, it's not anything really important. So yeah, that's what got me into photography, and I keep on doing it. And also for me is what I've come to find out is my photography is kind of a stress relief. So when I go out on my own or something like that, just take pictures of stuff that I want to take pictures of. It's just like doing something you love doing, whatever it is that you might love doing. That just clears your mind, relieves your stress, and just lets everything just go away for a little bit. So yeah, I enjoy it, and we'll continue doing it, and hopefully keep on getting better at it, because I got a long ways to go to be where I like to be. But yeah, if you have any questions about camera stuff or anything else, just hit me up in the comments below or send me a message. And if you want to know anything about the cameras I use and equipment I use, being in a wheelchair, that's always send me a message. I'll get right back with you. All right, and y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all next time. All right, later.